In this video, I will show you how to add an exit intent pop-up to your Shopify store quickly and easily. The first thing that we need to do is open up Elfsight. This is the tool that we will be using to build the widget, and I've linked it in the description below. Go ahead and click on that link and it will take you straight over to this page. This link also ensures that everything connects properly when we embed it. From here, just enter your email into this box to sign up for free, and then on this next page, create your password. Just like that, we are signed up and ready to go. Okay, so once we have our Elfsight account created, the widget that we are looking for in order to create an exit intent pop-up is the pop-up widget. So to find this, we just want to go to search widgets in this top right corner and search for pop-up. And right here, the pop-up widget, this is the one we want to click into. So we can go ahead and open that up, and it's now going to ask us to choose a template. And from the templates, we of course want to select the exit intent. Now this looks kind of crazy. I don't know why they have this big background on it. It doesn't look very good, but we can get rid of that, so don't worry. So we want to go exit intent and click continue with this template. And the very first thing that we want to do, just so we can actually see how this is going to look, is remove this background. So we just want to come down to layout right here and go into backdrop. Right here in the fill, we want to click into this and change it from image to color. And this default color that is selected is awesome. It's going to gray out the background. This is what you expect with an exit intent pop-up. Okay, so going back to the builder, this is now where we can go ahead and we can build out this exit intent pop-up. So we can see that this pop-up is made up of these different blocks. So we have this heading, then we have some text right here, then we have coupons, then we have a button, and then we have a link. So to start customizing this yourself, you can either click into each of these and change what it says in here. You can change the color, the font, the size, everything like this. Or alternatively, we can just go ahead and delete these and start building this out ourselves by using these different elements. So as an example, let's click into the heading, and rather than saying leaving so soon, let's say claim your 20% discount. Just like this. Maybe we will drop the size right here because that's a little bit too big. Perfect. We can then go down to the text. We can change this, change the color. You get the idea now. You've seen how to do this. So that is the builder. That's how we can build this out. We can then go down to the layout area right here and choose how this is going to show up on the website. I think modal definitely looks the best. Now, as this is an exit intent pop-up, these things at the bottom, apart from the backdrop, of course, but we already changed this, these things are irrelevant because people aren't going to be reopening this when they are leaving anyway. And the same with the close button. Like if people close this down, nobody really cares. They were going to leave anyway, unless they go and claim this discount. And then the last thing that we need to do, very, very important, and I don't know why Elfsight have it set up this way, but we need to go down to settings right here and go to triggers, right? Because the way that this is set up is, even though this is an exit intent pop-up template, this isn't actually an exit intent pop-up until we change the trigger. Because the trigger by default is on page load, and this does not make it an exit intent pop-up. What does is on exit intent. So we need to make sure that is on and all of the other ones are off. We can also go in here and we can add like a schedule of when we want to show this. We can choose what devices this shows on, but this is not something you'll really want to be playing around with. Once we have this created, we can then click on publish, and then Elfsight is going to take us over to this screen where we can now choose a plan. Now, the plan that you go for is going to depend on how many monthly views your Shopify store gets. So with this basic plan, for example, this is going to allow us to get up to 5,000 monthly Shopify views. The Pro is going to let us get 50,000, Premium 150, and so on and so forth. Now, this free plan is awesome if you have like a really small website or if you just want to test Elfsight out, but this is pretty limited. Like it only allows 200 monthly website views and it has Elfsight branding. So if you actually want to put this live and on your website, I recommend going with one of these paid plans. Once your plan is selected, Elfsight is then going to give us this piece of code. And this code is how we are going to embed the pop-up onto our Shopify store. So all we need to do is click on copy code, open up our Shopify editor right here. And then what we want to do is just go to add section. And the section that we want to add is called custom liquid. So we type that in and add custom liquid. Then right here in liquid code in this box, we simply paste in the code that we just copied. and we give it a few seconds, nothing is going to change here because we're not adding anything to the website. We're adding an exit intent pop-up. There we go. So as you can see, with that all now saved, that is how you can add an exit intent pop-up to your Shopify store.